Lindsay, and I'm here in my salon today, like always, because this is my life. And this is Amy. She is my adorable friend slash client, and I've known her for years, but we haven't even touched up. So we're here today because guess what? I'm doing her hair, and I'm doing something amazing to her hair. She is pretty much all virgin hair. This is all her own natural color, and it's the most beautiful red hair tone I've ever seen. But what we're doing is we're going to create a little bit of a change for her, and we're going to do a very, very subtle but kind of drastic melt, and we're going to do a blonde melt. I'm excited to show you guys my technique. The previous melts that I've done, and you can go and check out the other videos I've done, I do the ratting technique. So I do the ratting and I do the weaving. So it's very, very natural. It blends very well, and I'm going to speed everything up. I'm going to show you guys my process, the technique of how I use it, and the before and afters, and I cannot wait to show you guys. So you stay tuned. I want to show you guys really quick the technique that I use with doing a melt, because seriously, I tried a couple different ways. This way is the very, very, very best way that I've found that looks very natural, pretty, and it blends very well. So you're going to need a ratting comb like this. Start with the back of the hair because it's less exposed and it takes a little bit longer to process. The front always do very last because it's always in your face, it's always being touched the most, so that will process pretty quick. So what I like to do is I'll take two different sections here in the back, and I will go here and I will do 3 rats, 3 really good rats. So from the base, from the roots, you're going to take it like this, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. What that does, it's disconnecting the hair from the very bottom, so you'll never have that drastic line. So now what I like to do once I do the ratting technique is I'll go in here and I'll weave. Don't just ever go in here and apply blonde straight on, because you'll never, ever, ever have, it will always have that drastic line. So you're going to go in here and you can do fine weaves, you can do thicker weaves, you can do middle, toned weaves, whatever you like to do. I'm going to kind of do a couple different randoms. And this underneath here, you guys, do not touch. You want to keep a natural in the hair at all times because it blends better. So now what I like to do is this little section right here is where I want to color. So what I like to do is I'll take this, and then I will actually apply some bleach on the foil at first. Just like this, so the underneath is getting saturated with the color, and then I'll add more on the top. So I'll do it like that, put this back in, and I'll sit it exactly where I want it to start. So we're going to take this a little bit higher, and I'm going to start it about right here. So you'll go in here, you'll really, really saturate the mid shaft and then all the way to the ends. And then I'm going to show you guys really quick a technique of what I do where the line usually begins. So you'll want to go in here and you want to just make sure, seriously saturate like crazy, because if you don't, it will be splotty. Go heavy on the bleach. So it will be very consistent all the way through. So now that I have this pretty saturated, what I'm going to do is through where I usually create the line, I'll do what you call kind of a balayage technique, where you angle the brush into a V. So you'll go here and you'll kind of direct it down, and you'll kind of go in here and just kind of direct it down to a V. So that way there's not going to be just a perfect line. And you'll just do that all the way through. And then what I like to do is I'll feather it in about right up here, and you'll kind of get a really good consistent feather right there, so you never have to worry about a drastic line. So I will do that all the way through the entire head, and then what I like to do is put a foil right here on top, and that will keep the color in and heated. And remember, this is her natural. You always keep a subsection or a natural out. So I'm going to do this all around the entire hair, and I cannot wait to see what it's going to look like. It's going to be pretty. So you guys stay tuned if you want to learn how to do this. the top of the back of her hair. I foiled every single thing here. It's all processing. On a melt, you never ever want to actually focus really a lot in the mid shaft and put a lot of color into this, because it actually really creates a massive line if you do that, if you don't weave it the right way. So what I like to do is I'll take this section of the back of the top of the head. I'll do the same technique. I'll go in here and I'll rat. And I'll actually rat pretty far down, okay? So I'll go actually all the way down to about the ends right here. And then what that is going to create is I can still go in here and I can weave everything out right here. I'm actually going to do pretty fine weaves right here. So it's not, and I've actually changed it up, like in between I'll do like a little bit of a more medium weave. I'll do a very natural weave. I'll do kind of a heavier weave. So this one I want to create it to be a little bit more natural. So I'll go in here and I will just take out the pieces I know I want to have in here. And I will section this all out, keep that out. And you see how that's pretty like fine hair. Make sure when you actually apply this underneath, you start low, okay? So you're gonna start low. Instead of me taking a little bit higher up, I'm actually gonna go a little teeny bit lower, because that way it looks more natural. So I'll go here, I'll keep applying color on here at the ends. And then this is the trick of all, and I'll show you guys here. Give me 5 seconds. Go here, keep applying color, super saturated. Feather through right where the line starts, right about right here. And kind of create the V angle like I showed you guys. So now that that's pretty saturated, I feel good about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a foil and I'm going to go all the way up here underneath, okay? So the ratting technique's a little bit messy, but it's what creates it to be so pretty. So now what I'm going to do is right through this area, I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to seriously go very lightly. I'm going to take it and I'm going to just do a couple little streaks right through right here. So you're not going to go super heavy right there, because you don't want it to be like high red and then blonde. So this is kind of where you're going to create it to look really very natural, and it blends really, really good. So it kind of will look more like a sun-kissed, like natural color throughout right here. So that's the way I do the back part and the front part, and everything underneath is going to be, you know, more of a heavier thing. So as you can see here, it will blend perfectly in with the ends, but there's just a couple little streaks and a couple little weaves there that will create it to blend all the way through. So then what I'll do here is I'll apply a foil right in there, and I'll do another one right here at the end. And voila. So that is how I do it, and I'm going to show you guys how amazing it's going to look. So I hope you guys are all learning this awesome technique. So just keep on watching. Okay, thanks. I'm going to start here on the very top of the head where you always see a part. You know, she's parting her hair in the middle. What's going to happen with this section here is I'm going to go and I want to frame her face with a little bit of lighter colors throughout her face. So this section kind of give her throughout her taper. I want to add that feather in the blonde. I do not want it to go heavy on it, okay? So I'm going to take this section and do the same exact thing. I'm going to rat and I'm going to weave. Rat and weave is the technique. Rat it all the way to the end, okay? All the way throughout the mid shaft, all the way to the end. Now with that, is I want to position, okay, well I want the color to fall about right here, right kind of in the mid of the cheek. So I'll take this and I'll weave it right here. And I will drop that little section right there. And I will add in more color. Position this exactly where I want this to fall, okay? So I want this blonde to start about right here. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add more color. And I'm going to feather in right here a teeny tad bit. So I'm not going to add any color at all right here in this middle area, okay? So what that means is I'm going to take this section. I got another little brush here, an angle brush like this. I'm going to add right here a little teeny bit of color. I'm going to add a little teeny bit of color right here. So I'm not going to have anything right here in the middle with color at all. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, make sure it's saturated, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little angle brush right here, and I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to put a little teeny tiny bit right here and kind of give it like, oh, I kind of foiled it, gave her like a weave. So I want to take this and kind of just brush through a couple little pieces, but I don't want any in the middle. So we'll do about right there. So, and your sectioning your hair, you always want it to be very blended. So, I hope you guys are learning a lot because I'm teaching you a lot. James, are you making her laugh and smile? Hi guys. So before you saw her as a redhead, and now she's a blonde like me kind of, but still red. And I'm obsessed with her hair. Everybody, check this out. We did a melt. Look how beautiful this color is. Like, I cannot believe how good it turned out. It processed amazing. We gave her some Danga curls. We cut about an inch off her hair, and Amy looks banging. Oh, and I did makeup on her face too, and it looks even more beautiful. But, Amy, how do you love it? I love it. She loves her hair, and that's seriously all that I care about. I don't even care about the money. Just kidding. Well, I do, but kind of.
I'll tip you good.
Oh, good. But listen, I just want you guys all to know that having red hair and getting blonde is totally doable. I know a lot of girls out there that have red hair, and they're like, I'm so scared to do blonde in my hair. I don't know what kind of tone it will turn out. But I am telling you, Light Master Bleach is amazing. But I'm going to bring this up close to her hair. I want you guys to see this, okay? So I'm going to take this all around. Oh my gosh, look at the back. Check this baby out. Look how good this looks. All blonde and amazing. And when I showed you guys earlier how I left out the subsections of her natural, the reason why is because look how good that looks. It so blends amazingly. And then also how I told you how you feather a little bit through here. It just blends so good. I can't even believe it. So check this out. Love it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you love what I did and you love the idea of having a red hair turn into blonde, it's totally doable. So give me a thumbs up on this video. And if you have any questions about any of the techniques or colors or anything that I use, just comment and I'll help you guys out. The other thing that I would absolutely love more than ever is if you subscribe. It's like the easiest thing of the world to do. Like, you just hit that button, and the red button. You know that red button that says subscribe? Just click it. Thanks. Anyways, I love you all. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.